Hey, this is Clint Walker, and welcome to Real Estate Appraiser Secrets. I have been doing something out of the ordinary for me today, actually a first for me today. I went and filmed a quick promotional video for a class I'm going to be teaching next month. I've been teaching classes for agents on how to deal with appraisers and understanding the appraisal process and things like that for 5 years, ever since I opened my business. It's actually something that I knew I wanted to do the first day that I was a trainee, because it was shocking how much I didn't know about what appraisers do and how important it was to know that information, because our two industries, agency and appraising, run into each other in almost every single transaction. So I've been teaching those classes, and I've got an opportunity to teach one next month for a lot of newer agents, and the people who've asked me to do it are tech savvy and good at marketing, and so they wanted to make a promotional video, which was really cool in theory, but not something I'm not very good at in practice. I don't know. I can talk to people and I can talk about appraising, but talking to a camera about myself and what I'm going to do in regards to teaching is something that I just couldn't manage to get the words out very well. But we got through it. It was good. The class is going to be great. It's always a lot of fun, and I get great questions. Speaking of questions, I've got a question from an agent asking, do above ground pools give value to the property? Does an appraiser give them value? That is sort of a trick question, because I have seen sales in the market where buyers obviously paid more for a property because it had an above ground pool. And technically, normally in an appraisal, if we see evidence in the market that a buyer's paid more, we call that market reaction, and that is like our best evidence for making an adjustment. We're looking for market reactions in the comps. So I've seen them for above ground pools. The problem is an above ground pool is technically personal property. So a buyer might pay more to get it, but an appraiser is not going to typically include that in the appraised value. Just like a buyer might pay more to have a house that's furnished, on the appraisal, the appraiser is going to subtract the value of all that furniture. And so if you are the agents in that deal, you need to be mindful of that and be prepared to cover your client in that situation. You know, if you're the listing agent, you might need to be talking to making sure you've got an appraisal contingency, or like gap coverage from the buyer. If you're the buyer's agent, that buyer needs to be aware that they might have to come out of pocket for a lot of furniture that they've tried to roll into their purchase price and therefore into the loan. So an above ground pool is also personal property. I'm sure, like me, you have had buyer clients who feel both ways about an above ground pool. I've had some who have immediately removed them from the property and thrown them away. So not only did that pool not have value to them, it actually was an expense to them, because you can't throw away an above ground pool and fix the yard for free. It's either going to take your own labor or someone else's expensive labor. And other people, they are more than happy to have that above ground pool. It's a very cost effective way to have your own pool. And so they'd pay a little bit more for it. So bear that in mind if you run into that, and advise your clients accordingly, protect them accordingly, and understand what's there. And so I hope you find that helpful. Thanks for listening as always, and I'll see you next time.